morning, good afternoon. Miss Matej and Miss Lavnika will be talking again about solving problems using linear systems. This time we will look at time, distance, and speed questions. Okay, so let's look at the question given here. A small plane, we have it right there in our picture, took 2 hours to fly a distance of 450 kilometers with the tailwind. On the return trip, flying into the wind, the plane took 3 hours. Find the wind speed and the speed of the plane in still air. Good. So, Miss Lavnika, can you please explain to me what is tailwind and flying into the wind? Can you please explain these two things for me?
Well, the tailwind means that the plane is being pushed by the wind and flying in the same directions
As the wind?
as the wind.
Oh, so you mean it has to be this situation over here. If this arrow represents my wind, it has to be this situation over here where the plane goes with the wind. Am I correct?
That's right. And if you are flying into the wind, that means that you are being pushed back by the wind.
Okay,
So this
something
is
like that.
yes, and that means that wind and the plane are being in two different directions.
Okay, I understand. Now, one more thing I know, the distance traveled is D is 450 kilometers, represented here by the black distance is 450 kilometers. Okay, what are my unknowns? Well, it's enough, in order to figure out the unknowns, is enough to look at what I'm asked to do. Find the wind speed and the speed of the plane, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so that helps me introduce my variables. What are my two variables? Let wind speed, how about I call this SW as the speed of the wind. Let SW be the wind speed. Good? Are we happy?
Yeah.
And the other one is the airplane. The speed of the plane in still air, so SA be the speed of airplane. Of airplane, no wind. Correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Now, whenever we talk about these questions, I know there is a relationship between my three major quantities: speed, distance, and time. I cannot memorize this formula. However, for example, when you drive on highway, a typical speed is 100 kilometers per hour. What does it tell you, Miss Lavnika?
Well, it tells me if this is the speed,
Okay, the speed
the
is,
distance is compared to the time.
okay,
So therefore, the formula for the speed is S equals D over T.
is there another way to write this formula?
Well, you can also isolate D as a distance, and you can get the relation as a speed times time to get your distance.
Okay, so I got that. Now let's go back to my two possibilities here, with the wind and against the wind, to cover the same distance of 450 kilometers. So the bottom here is with the wind, correct?
That's
with
right.
the wind.
That's
okay.
right.
So what's the time that it took the airplane with the wind?
Well, the distance is 450,
The distance is 450, okay.
and it took plane 2 hours.
It took 2 hours, yes, of course, because it's held by the wind.
And
Right?
yeah, and it was a speed of a plane and the speed of wind traveling same direction.
Okay, so the overall speed must be given by speed of the airplane, and on top of that, I have to add the speed of the wind,
Yes.
correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so this is a very important information what we have right here. Good. So now against the wind, how would I do it? Do I cover the same distance?
The distance is same, 450 kilometers. However, it takes now 3 hours.
It takes 3 hours, yes.
And what we have is that the airplane is pushed back by the speed of wind.
Okay, so from the speed of the airplane, I have to subtract the speed of the wind.
That's correct.
That's correct. Okay, so again, extremely important information here. Okay, so how do I connect these three quantities using the formula D equals S times T? Let's see what I know. So, how much is my distance? My distance is 450 kilometers, right?
Yes.
Equals, how about we do the green part? Are you okay with that?
That's fine.
Okay, so I know that 450 must be speed times time. My time is 3 hours, I know that, and my speed is right there. SA minus SW.
That's
Airplane minus wind, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and now the red one. How do I do the red one?
Same way, it's the same distance of 450 kilometers.
Okay, but it took me 2 hours
Yes.
to cover it
Because both plane and the wind are going in the same direction. So we will add them together.
guess what? What do I have here? 2 equations. How many unknowns?
2 unknowns, 2 equations, either elimination or substitution method will solve for both unknowns, and you guys will need to do it on your own and then check the solutions that is posted on the next page.
This is a solution. Have fun.